Welcome to the Cinematic Flashbacks. Today we will talk about memories of murder. In October 1986, two ladies are tracked down, assaulted and killed in a trench close to a field. Neighborhood investigator Park Duman, not having managed such a serious case previously, is overpowered. Key proof is inappropriately gathered, the police's insightful strategies are suspect, and their criminological innovation is close non-existent. Park claims he has an approach to deciding suspects by eye-to-eye connection. He gains from his sweetheart that a scarred, intellectually debilitated kid, Beck Kwong-ho, lives in the town and chooses to address him first. He finds him and utilizes his eye-to-eye connection strategy, naturally thinking Beck is dependable. Park has his accomplice Cho beat admissions out of Beck and covertly record him discussing one of the homicides. Website design enhancement Tae-yoon, an investigator from Seoul, volunteers to help them. Anyway, he and Park's techniques conflict and they get into a battle during a party. Web optimization takes a gander at Beck's hands and considers them excessively frail, and scarred to have the option to carry out such an intricate wrongdoing, demonstrating his innocence. After additional homicides are committed, they understand that the executioner holds on until a stormy evening, and just kills ladies sporting red. A female cop, Kwon Kweolright, understands that a neighborhood radio broadcast is constantly mentioned to play a specific tune during the evenings the killings are committed. Park keeps on looking for the executioner, however tracks down nothing. At the most recent crime location, Park, Cho and website optimization all show up to examine in various ways. However, at that point a neighborhood man shows up, takes out underpants, and strokes off in a lady's red unmentionables. Cho unintentionally steps on a twig, provoking the man to run. They pursue him into a group. Web optimization endeavors to figure out how to stand out enough to be noticed, yet Park recognizes the man first subsequent to seeing him twist around, and to some extent uncovering the red unmentionables under his jeans. Yet again, regardless of previously having recognized him, he goes about as though he is utilizing his eye-to-eye connection strategy and has Cho catch him. Park and Cho proceed with their strategy and severely beat the man. Website optimization tracks down an overcomer of the executioner in the wake of following bits of hearsay around the nearby school with the assistance of Kwon. After gaining from the survivor that the executioner's hands were perceptibly delicate, website design enhancement figures out how to clear the man as his hands are exceptionally unpleasant. Irritated that they lost their suspect, Park fights with website optimization, until Kwon alarms them that a similar melody the killer mentioned is playing. They understand it's coming down and show up after the expected time to find another lady killed. Park and website optimization and Cho choose to all cooperate. After doing a post-mortem examination of the most recent casualty, they find bits of what resembles a peach in the body. Search engine optimization converses with a student about a potential suspect, and help her put a bandage on a physical issue on her midsection. They follow a path of hints to an assembly line laborer, Park Hyun-ju, who had simply moved to the area a brief time frame before the primary homicide. They track the tune utilizing reports, a source that website optimization generally trusts, saying, the records never lie. From the radio broadcast to his location. The investigators are at first incapable to nail anything to him. In any case, website design enhancement noticed that his hands are delicate like the survivor he addressed before had depicted. Hyun-ju starts to show inconvenience when search engine optimization presents the peaches and he believes he's tracked down the executioner. Before he can address more, Cho lets completely go and beats Hyun-ju, inciting their boss to forbid him from the cross-examination room. Park and website optimization pay attention to Beck's prior admission to a past homicide. Website design enhancement calls attention to that he talks as though another person got it done, and they understand he knew subtleties of the homicide since he saw it. They go to Beck's dad's cafe, just to find a tanked Cho there. As individuals ridicule Cho on the television, he beats everybody in the cafe. Beck shows up mostly through the fight and joins the conflict, swinging a wooden board at Cho's leg and coincidentally puncturing it with a corroded nail. Park and search engine optimization pursue Beck and question him, However, he gets terrified and runs into the way of an approaching train where he is hit and killed. Park discovers that Cho's leg should be removed on the grounds that the corroded nail caused lockjaw, leaving Park having a liable outlook on what he had gotten his accomplice and closest companion into. They find a hint of semen on one of the bodies, but since of absence of measurable innovation, the example must be shipped off the US to affirm if suspect Hyun-ju is the executioner with DNA proof. Website design enhancement attempts to follow Hyun-ju, however he rests off and botches his opportunity. That evening Park's better half strolls through the woods watched by an obscure figure in the shadows, yet a more youthful young lady passes by and she is caught and killed, all things being equal. The following morning her body is found. Website design enhancement sees a bandage on her midsection, and perceives her as the very student that he became friends with while researching the homicides. Rankled at the misfortune, search engine optimization's dissatisfactions at last stream over and he snaps. He goes after Hyun-ju until he is interfered with by Park bringing records from America in regards to the semen test. Be that as it may, the papers express the example doesn't match Hyun-ju's DNA. Search engine optimization yells that the reports are lying and that he knows Hyun-ju is the killer. Park utilizes his eye-to-eye connection strategy on the suspect, yet acknowledges he can't make any determinations dissimilar to previously. Website optimization endeavors to shoot the suspect, however Park stops him and lets Hyun-ju go. Eventually, the violations stay strange. While visiting the crime location years after the fact in 2003, Park Do-man, presently a financial specialist, gains from a young lady that the scene had as of late been visited by another, obscure, man with an ordinary face. The young lady had asked the individual for what valid reason he was taking a gander at the trench and was informed that he was thinking back about something he had done there quite a while in the past. The film closes as Park, understanding this, gazes directly toward the camera, apparently utilizing his eye-to-eye connection technique to recognize the executioner among the crowd.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing.